What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I know, another video. I seem to be pumping them out at the minute. So some of you might know that I have a racing sim. And I've struggled with the cable management around this area. Now, sometimes there's only so much you can do with the cables. If you physically don't have space that you can hide them behind, then sometimes you have to come up with different solutions to solve the problem. So I've ordered a couple of items off of Amazon that is hopefully going to solve the problem. So I'm going to show you those items today and walk you through with me as I go ahead and hopefully make the setup a little bit cleaner. Let's get into it. So first up, we've got an extension lead that is actually inside its own cable management box to keep all the cables secure. I have an extension lead down there and I've just recently ordered a cable box to hide it and it doesn't quite fit. So it still leaves me with the dilemma. So I went back onto Amazon and picked this one up. So let's have a look at it. All right, so let's open this up and see exactly what we get inside and if this is gonna help solve our problems. So yeah, as I just mentioned, I recently just bought a cable box to try and hide my extension lead down there and try and hide the cables. The problem being is my extension lead is a 6 plug. I'll put some footage in just to show you what I mean. And it doesn't quite fit in the box and the cables are still super messy. And this is why I've ordered this, to try and solve that problem. This is the mess and the current cable box that we had recently just ordered. And as you can see, it just doesn't fit inside. So let's fix that. So this had really decent reviews off Amazon and I will leave a link in the caption or in the description for it in case you want to pick one up yourselves, or wait until the end of this video to see if it's actually any good, and then maybe if it's good you can pick one up for yourselves. Right, here we go. So there's some cool features of this box. Obviously the biggest one is the fact it has an extension lead inside it, which is the main part, but there's also a wireless 15-watt charging base station up here for your phone. And I believe these are actually so you can put your iPad in to stand it up, or your phone perhaps. So clearly the lid doesn't actually come all the way off because that is plugged in to the actual extension lead in here. So I'll just bring you in and show you this. It should be relatively clear to see what's going on in there. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plug sockets, and then there's an additional just down there 2 USB and a USB-C port, just down here. So there's some holes for ventilation and obviously to allow the cables to come through. And then like I just mentioned, this is a wireless base station, so you don't need to plug this in. But I mean, whilst it's there, to be able to plug your phone on or leave your phone on top and have it charge isn't a bad feature. So we're actually going to be losing a plug socket, but I think with the addition of the two USB-A sockets and the USB-C socket, we should be okay. Now we might lose some of our fast charging capabilities, so we're going to have to figure out where we're going to put those powerful plugs elsewhere, because I do have quite a few USB-C devices now, MacBooks, phones, obviously the iPhone 15, so I do need a fast charge USB-C charger to hand at all times. All right, so I just wanted to show I've got the plug on the cable through that socket at the back, through the hole at the back. Obviously, we're going to have that against the wall to help with cable management. This is a 2-meter lead, and I do believe they had longer versions available if you need it. But I'm hoping 2 meters is going to be all we need to solve our problem. So this is the current mess that we're working with. This was a corner once upon a time where I was able to just hide things, and now we have the Formula 1 chair. There's very little room to hide things. So we're going to have to clear out all of this mess, sort out all the cables. As you can see, we've kind of made an attempt to hide them, but my PC is just here. So there is a ton of cables coming out the back of the PC, and then I run them all the way around the rest of the room to all of my monitors. So there's sometimes things that you can't avoid, but we're going to unplug all of these now, remove this box, get the new one plugged in, and then I'll bring you back in once we're ready to start plugging the plugs back into the new cable box. Okay guys, so we're back now, and this is how we're looking. So everything is slotted in. We're still having a slight issue with some of the cables actually being too short. So this cable that you can see here is actually a HDMI cable, and it runs down there, up there, and then into the back of the PC. It's actually connected via a DisplayPort adapter, which I do actually have a longer DisplayPort cable, but it's like 10 meters, which is way too long. I think that HDMI was 2 meters. Looks like I need potentially 2.5 meters, which I think maybe we'll just get and we'll just upgrade so we don't have that sort of slack. And that black cable is actually for this monitor here to power it on. And again, that's slightly too short. Now, there's that battle where If I move it over that way, these cables are too short. If I move it over that way, that cable's too short. So there's only so much we can do, I think, with this space and just tidying it up. But as long as we can just hide some of the cables, I've actually got something else. I said there was 2 products. I've got 2 products. Something else for this area that is hopefully going to help hide some of these cables and add a final touch, which we'll touch on in a minute. So I just wanted to quickly update and show you where we're at. We're going to put the lid on that now, try and tidy up some more of the cables, and actually work on the second product that I've got. Right, so the second product is now on. And as you can see, it's just this simple floating shelf. Now, it's from Amazon, and it's not very good. The quality isn't that great, so maybe we might change it from something from IKEA if we can get ourselves down there at some point. I've left a little gap there so I can still manage cables, and then this box is just going to go to the left of that. And then obviously there's still a mess under there, but hopefully once the chair is back, you're not going to be able to see. Now I can now charge my phone up there, and then when I'm sim racing here, I can now put my mouse up there, or actually have a better idea on how we can use this space. So that's coming now. So yeah, it's going to be for this. We picked this up today, and I just think it's just going to look sick sitting there. We've got the new poster that we've recently acquired, the gorgeous Red Bull white livery. Just looks incredible. So then just below there, we'll have the McLaren MP4 and Art and Senna just sitting next to it, just down there. And then we'll tidy the cables up a little bit, and that is going to be it. The wireless charging seems to work fine for phones. I did quickly test it with my iPhone, and it seems to work lovely. So I'll just put the ROG phone on there. As you can see, wireless charging. So that's a nice feature. And then again, this is so you can just put your phone in there, have it standing up perhaps whilst you're sim racing. So all in all, so far so good with this. We've now finished the build, and this is what's going to take pride and place on the shelf. So let's slot it there and see how it all looks once it's all put together. So there we go. Of course, like I've said, I need to just try and hide the cables a little bit more for photo opportunities, but realistically, most of them are in use nearly every day, so they need to be accessible and to be able to be pulled in and out. But I just think it looks sick sitting there. We've got the Max Verstappen print, which I just absolutely adore. And now we've got the McLaren MP4, which just looks insane. Here we have it. This is the new and tidied racing simulator. No more mess behind. I've actually put the additional cable box just down there, which 1, hides all the cables, and 2, actually works as a great storage compartment, so I can actually slot stuff in there and pull it out easy just from down here. All the cables are now accessible, or still accessible I should say, and that is the Formula 1 racing corner completed and tidied up. The 2 Amazon pickups was obviously this shelf. It was pretty cheap, and to be honest, I'd have probably been better going IKEA, but we make do with it. And then of course the second pickup was the storage or cable storage box that actually has the extension lead inside and wireless charging on top. So when I'm sitting here sim racing, I can charge my phone. Happy days. Now, I know that was a relatively random video, but I figured it would just be good to show you that sometimes we all have problems with hiding our cables, and it's just about finding clever solutions. So now this setup is complete, tidy, and it's feeling pretty fresh. And after watching Senna and Rush, I think it's now time I play some Formula 1 and get some racing laps in on the simulator. So as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed the video. I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.